guys, welcome back to the channel Nate's Pink Bookshelf. My name is Nate Denise for those of you who are new to the channel or who just happen to stumble across this video. And today's video is going to be my Book of the Month YA book unboxing as well as 2 additional book unboxings. So I recently posted up my Book of the Month October box in which I shared with you guys 3 books, which were The Fate of the Fallen by KLK, which is an adult fantasy. We had Storm and Fury by Jennifer L. Armentrout, which is a YA paranormal fantasy romance. And then Descendants of the Crane by Joan He, or Hay, which is also a YA fantasy. So I told you guys in that video that I was signing up for Book of the Month YA. Literally after making that video, the next day I was like, you know what, let me just go ahead and ship my box out. Shipped out my box. But after shipping out my box, I found out that they had an affiliate program. So I waited about a couple days and I got approved. So I am now a Book of the Month YA affiliate, which is awesome. So my link will be down below if you're interested in signing up for Book of the Month YA. But Book of the Month YA is basically kind of like Book of the Month, but this is specifically like YA books. Book of the Month gives you a selection of like adult and YA novels, whereas Book of the Month YA is strictly geared towards YA novels. I am a grown adult. I'm 28 years old, but I still love me a good YA novel. I feel like YAs are just awesome, especially fantasy YAs are pretty much fun. But yeah, so I have 3 boxes here that my postman literally delivered to me. If I can get it on camera without dropping them. Right here. 2 of the box. The first 2 boxes I know the company that's from. The 3rd box I don't know. I did already split them open with my scissors so that this video is not too long and loud. But yeah, so this first box is from Book of the Month YA. I was expecting the pretty pink box. That's what I really wanted. But I'm not sure. I don't think they have the pretty pink boxes in the large because I did get 3 books. So I signed up and I paid $9.99 for the first book and then $9.99 for the additional books. You can sign up now using the code down below. But if you, after you use that code, the next month you'll be paying your regular $14.99 plus $9.99 additional for each book. So I have 3 books in this box. So we're going to get into this. Sorry if you guys hear that. Okay, so I waited so that they could drive by. The cops were like outside just now, so yeah. But these are the 3 books that came. They come cellophane wrapped, and I think that is awesome. So just taking my scissors. Okay, so like I said in the last video, I'm not a newbie to Book of the Month. I know exactly what Book of the Month Club is, so it doesn't like surprise me and all that stuff. So if you're not, basically, like I mentioned, you can sign up. You pay $14.99 for your Book of the Month, and they send you just the book in the box. So you're paying $14.99 for either a new release or an early release, and then you can get additional hardcovers for $9.99. This is both for their Book of the Month YA and Book of the Month Club. When you first originally sign up, you can either pay $5 or $9.99. I'll leave whatever codes I can find down below, but it's free shipping. And the thing that I like about this is that they don't send the extra bits and bobs, and it is probably the cheapest book box that I found. All the other book boxes are like $30, $40, $50, just saying. But again, with the other book boxes, you're getting other things outside of just the book. With Book of the Month, you're literally just getting 1 to 3 books, and that's it. They are, I guess, custom made, custom printed books from Book of the Month based on the books that you picked. So my Book of the Month YA pick was Fireborn. And I just heard a lot of people raving about this. It just says, today it begins, today we will rise. This is YA fantasy. This was released this month in October, and it looks dope to me. Like, I love the colors. So again, Book of the Month Club books, they come with the Book of the Month logo here at the top, also on the side, and on the back of the book with the month and the year. And then even their covers are, they're dual tone covers with the logo here on the side. And there, you guys can see right here. So Book of the Month, make sure they label their books accordingly, and they are definitely larger than your average hardcover books, which doesn't bother me. But just to show you guys, let me grab the Fate of the Tearling, and you guys can see they're a little bit larger than most books height wise. So this is Fate of the Tearling by Erica Jo Hansen. But yeah, this was the book of the month pick that I picked, and yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting. I've heard people rave about it. So it says, Annie and Lee were just children when a brutal revolution changed their world, giving everyone, even the lowborn, a chance to test into the governing class of dragon riders. Now they are both rising stars in the new regime, despite backgrounds that couldn't be more different. Annie's lowborn family was executed by dragonfire, while Lee's aristocrat family was murdered by revolutionaries. Growing up in the same orphanage forged their friendship, and 7 years of training have made them rivals for the top position in the dragon riding elite. But everything changes when survivors from the old regime surfaces, bent on reclaiming the city. With the war on the horizon and his relationship with Annie changing fast, Lee must choose to kill the only family he has left or to betray everything he's come to believe in. And Annie must decide whether to protect the boy she loves or step up to be the champion her city needs. So, yeah, this sounds like it's pretty interesting. And like I said, I've heard a lot of people rave about it on BookTube, so I requested it. The next book I picked is also another YA fantasy. You're going to know that these are all fantasy. Kind of like my last unboxing for book of the month. I'm just a fantasy lover. But this is Rainbow Rowell's Wayward Son. I have read Fangirl. I have read Eleanor and Park. I've read a little bit of Landline. I have not read Carry On, but I know that Carry On and Wayward Son are both from Fangirl. So I really requested it. I selected this book because of the cover. It's really pretty and bright and fun, and I've heard people give mixed reviews about it, so I'm interested to see how it goes. I gave Fangirl, I think 4 stars or 4.5. I think it was 4 stars that I gave. So I'm gonna reread Fangirl and then read Carry On, and now I have Wayward Son, and it's really pretty. Let's see what the book looks like. Very bright. So I'm excited to get into this and see what I think of it. I just noticed that Rainbow Rowell is not one of my favorite writers. She's definitely one that I have to force myself to read. Even though I've given her books like 4 stars, I have to force myself to read her books. So yeah, but we have Wayward Son. The last book I picked is one I've heard so many mixed reviews about. I know Books with Chloe, I think that's her YouTube channel. She actually enjoyed this a lot because she could relate to the story, but I've seen other booktubers say they just didn't like it or gave it like a 3.5 or 2. But I figured I would give it a try because I do like the whole idea and the concept, and the book is like gorgeous, and that is Wicked Fox by Kat Cho. This is a YA fantasy that is Korean based, and it deals with gumios, which are 9-tailed foxes. I love a good 9-tailed fox. I'm a fan of Naruto, like, so much. I have watched, oh my god, what is the other anime? Nora. And that one had a 9-tailed fox in it, so like I love me a 9-tailed fox, and this one just sounded really interesting. And honestly, the cover is what sold me. Like, I don't care about any of the reviews everyone else said. At first I wasn't gonna get it, but after watching Books with Chloe's video and her reading blog, she truly enjoyed it, and she is part Korean. I think the character in this is Korean and white, and I think that's what Chloe is as well. So she was able to relate to it, and she gave it a good, rating. So I figured I would give it a go. And again, the cover is stunning. I am a sucker for anything that's pink, purple, or lavender, and this just combines my love of color. So yeah, it says, her life is in his hands, his heart is in hers, 100 ways to choose who lives. So I'm all for it. I'm all for it. And the inside is purple and white. So that rocks. So those are my 3 picks. We have this, Wicked Fox by Kat Cho, Wayward Son by Rainbow Rowell, and then Fireborn by Rosaria Munda. Those are the 3 books that I picked from Book of the Month, YA. You do get a bookmark, which I just normally keep these and toss them there. It's gonna fall out, so we'll just put it on the side. Moving on to the next box, I got this box in the mail. This one is from Ambassador International, which is a publishing company. I actually reached out to them because I was interested in reviewing some of their biblical fiction novels, and I sent the email to them. If you guys don't know, I do have a online ministry. I am Christian. I also have a separate book blog that is based for like biblical Christian fiction novels. So they sent me some books. And I think this was all the books that I requested. So let's grab the scissors. Okay, so I took everything out of the packaging and I got 4 books that I requested. So this first one is more of a middle grade kind of story. It is called The Heart Changer, Only He Could Set a Captive Free by Jarm Del Bocccio. I'm probably saying it wrong. But yeah. Oh, it says that it's pronounced, the J is pronounced as a Y, so it's Yarm del Vocio. And this says, can an Israelite captive wrenched from all she loved, served the very man who destroyed her village? Miriam is asked to do the impossible, serve the wife of Naaman, commander of the Syrian army. Clinging to treasured memories of home and faith, Miriam faces captivity with worry and bitterness. Little does she know, the heart changer is wooing and preparing her for a great mission far beyond what she could imagine. This middleweight historical novel reflects the heartache and angst of a young refugee in a foreign land where all hope seems lost. So this is biblical fiction or historical fiction if you guys are interested, and I'm excited to dive into it. It's really, really small, smaller than I thought it would be. Less than 120 pages, so that's going to be definitely a one-day quick read, so we have that. The next book is called Just One Touch by Cynthia Conner Goyang. Many people have recommended this to me because they know that I'm into biblical fiction, and if I'm not mistaken, this is about the woman with the issue of blood. Yes, from Mark chapter 5. So I'm excited to read this. I have read a story like this already, similar to this, with the whole woman with the issue of blood, and I really, really loved it. So a lot of people have recommended this book to me. I had it in my Amazon cart for a minute, but I don't know, I just requested it from the company. They did send it to me, and again, this is another short read. It's less than 150 pages, so this is definitely going to be like a one-day kind of read for me. Okay, so the next book I have is called To Comfort a King by Debbie Gilliland. I think that's how you say her name, I'm not sure. But here is the cover of the book, and this one is, again, biblical fiction based on the story of Abishag and King David towards the end of his life. What I remember about Abishag is that she was the final wife that King David married, and she really wasn't seen as a wife, but her purpose was to comfort him and to kind of bring warmth to his body through sex. But that wasn't the case. She did not become one of his wives. She did not become a concubine. She did end up marrying another one of his sons, but that's down the line. But her story was inspired from another author that I read, so I requested this because I'm interested to see the take from this author. The last one I got just sounded really, really cool, and I just wanted to read it. It's called Blood Moon Redemption by Judy Ducharme. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it deals with blood moon jewels, and pretty much that. So it says, Tassie, named for a lost religious relic, has her sights set on her career and love. She doesn't have time for silly children's stories, dismissing the blood moons as circumstance. Her unbelief threatens to keep her from destiny. When Tassie finds herself in the center of worldwide turmoil and terrorist plot, can she accept her family's history and fulfill her place in the future of Israel? Or will the country of her heritage finally fall to its many enemies? Blood Moon Redemption is an end-time thriller that will keep you riveted until the very last moonrise. So that's all I know. It's kind of futuristic and suspense, but it's sort of historical biblical fiction based. That's all I know, and it sounded interesting, so I requested it. So those are the 4 novels that I got, and they're smaller than what I thought, but I'm excited to have these for my collection. Okay, so the last box, I really don't know where it came from. It says Blackstone Publishing. I don't know what Blackstone's Publishing is. Now, keep in mind, I have got accepted to a bunch of blog tour reviews for the month of November, and so I still have 2 books I think I'm waiting on for the rest of October, but I'm not sure which company sent this to me. Like, I don't know. So yep, taking all of the garbage out. Oh, okay. What? This is a shocker. Holy crap. Okay, so this is for a blog tour. Sorry if you guys hear my son. So this is for a blog tour, but I was not expecting them to send me all of the books in a series. Wow. Okay, so I am signed up for, I am a part of Fantastic Flying Book Club. I think that's what it's called. Her, like, tour program. So I do get emails about all the blog tours that she's going to do. And I recently signed up for a YA fantasy that I just thought was going to be interesting. So I decided to sign up for it. I recently, not recently, but I did a tour for one of their previous books as well, and it's by PC Cast and Kirsten Gass. I previously signed up for The Disasterers and ended up getting an arc of it, and I actually enjoyed this. This was really great because it had, like, art inside, so I enjoyed this novel. I haven't read much from them, though I do own all of their books, but they had a blog tour sign up for Forgotten, which is book 3 in the House of Knights of Otherworlds. And I got accepted. So I thought they was just gonna send an ARC copy of the of the book, but I was sent all 3 books. I literally downloaded the first 2 books so that I could have it prepared for when I got the arc of the 3rd book, but they sent me all 3 books. So thank you so much to Fantastic Flying Book Club and to Blackstone Publishing, because I honestly was not expecting this. All that I know is that it's YA fantasy, and I'm pretty sure it deals with like some type of vampires. Yes, vampires. Who doesn't love vampires? So the first book is called Loved, and there is a gorgeous girl on the cover, and I really just, I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to tell. You can see it like that. Like the design is just so pretty. Oh my gosh. It's on the spine and it's on the back. That is so dope. Okay, so I'm gonna read the back of this because like I really don't know what it's about. I just know it's YA fantasy. So yeah, let's read the back of the book. So it says it's Zoe's 18th birthmas. Yeah, it literally says birthmas. And Nerd Herd has been scattered across the country, busily adulting for almost a year, when Stark calls them back to Tulsa to surprise Z. But all is not well in T-Town. Strange dark signs are appearing. Could it be possible Neferret is stirring? Not willing to chance disaster striking again, Zoe calls on her newly reunited friends to circle with her and add a layer of protection over Neferret's grotto jail. Easy peasy, right? Wrong. Nothing at the House of Night is ever as it seems. With rabid red vampires closing in, Zoe and the Nerd Herd must come together again and battle evil, but a year is a long time. Have these old friends grown too far apart? When the world fractures and allies become enemies, will darkness devour friendships, or will light save those she loves? So House of Night of the World is a spin-off of their House of Night series, which I have not read, but I do own. It is a spin-off or kind of like a continuation of the House of Night series. So I'm still going to read it and then read House of Night series afterwards. But yeah, we have Loved. The second book is called Lost. What I like on the back of this cover, don't read the synopsis if you don't want to, but do you see this picture? That is dope. Like, I like, he is a little creepy on his cover because he's standing in like some blood with his back slashed up. That's a little, just a little creepy. And the third book is the one that I'm supposed to be reviewing for the tour, but I'm gonna have to read all 3 books now. Yeah. And this one came in hardcover, which I wasn't expecting. But book 3 is Forgotten, and that is what the blog tour is for. It is for the release of this book, Forgotten, book 3 in the House, what is it called? A House of Night of the World series. So yeah, thank you so much for the full trilogy. I don't know if it's just gonna be a trilogy or like a full series, but like, I was not expecting it. I was expecting an arc, but I got this instead. So yeah, thank you so much to Blackstone for, like I said, sending this to me. I was not expecting it. I was expecting a paperback arc of the book. I didn't know they were gonna send the whole trilogy. So yeah, but I'm excited for all these new additions. I get to fix my bookshelves up. You guys can see from here, I finally moved the books that were sticking out. So now that all of my book of the month books can sit up here, and I have a few book of the month books to put up there. So that is awesome, and I need to figure out where I'm going to stick the rest of these books. But they're probably going to go on my review shelf TBR cart right now, because I do have to read some of these for reviews, like they're mandatory. So that is it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, rating, commenting, subscribing. Like this video. Subscribe if you aren't subscribed, and if you are subscribed, hit the bell to stay notified. I will try to have 2 videos a week. I'm going to be doing Tag Tuesdays, so on Tuesdays you will see tag related videos, scavenger hunts, and things like that. And then on Saturdays will be book hauls, book reviews, or anything like that. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!